Hi everyone, Jeremy here from Flatware Creations. I had a special order for Snail napkin rings, and I knew that I could do it, but I hadn't really tried it. So I'm going to show you what I did and the easiest method that I found to make them. It's very similar to the snails, but we're just using a bigger ring on our bender press. So I'll show you what we're using here. So I have my hammer. Let me get this guy out of the way. All right. Yes, Gus. Your 5 minutes of fame. Okay. I have to work. So I have my nylon hammer, some flat pliers. My other ones broke on me the other day, so that's all I have for these. There's no teeth. My automotive pliers there. You need dinner forks, long tines. That's what we're going to use to make the snail part of it with. And one of these is clean and one of these is dirty because we had an accident for one of the ones for the special order. It was bending slow. It got to right there and then started to crack. So, note to self, the ones with the thicker handles, you want to bend them really slow, which I was going with this, but some of them are just gonna break. So this will become something else. Okay, the other thing I have is my press, the bender jig from Flat Wearables. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using the ring form block, and we're gonna be using the second smallest roller. It is about 1¼ inches side end to end, or side to side. And my block here is pretty well eaten away, but until it no longer will work, I will continue to use it. And this is just up here so I can get some more leverage for when I'm stamping. I can hold up here and just really crank on it. Okay, so we have our parts, and this is the big pin. So what we need to do is we're going to go to our ring. Here I'm using the second biggest one. And I wanted the designs to kind of be on the outside. Normally I'll do the snails where I'll wrap them inside out. But this one I wanted some of the pattern to show. So here's what we do. We're going to take and turn the pattern away from us. I'm just going to take and we're going to put a little bend in it. So I didn't go all the way down with it. We're going to end up flattening that some more. So put my roller on, and I'm going to put this in here. Let me see how close I can get you. So I'm just slowly bending it down. We'll work back towards it. Flip it over. And I'm going to bring it back towards me. Let's see if I can get it. So this one is pretty malleable. Okay, so here's one of the parts where I was having problems. Whenever I didn't do this next step, it didn't line up very well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm holding down with my left hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm holding down pressure here, and I'm just going to tap this. That's it. So it curves around now more. Actually, we're going to go to there. Now I'm going to continue my bend all the way around. Once we get to there where we can't bend it anymore, I'm going to put my hand over the top, and I'm just hammering it straight down, trying to keep it in line with the fork. And I found it easier to hammer down than try and go the other way. Turn it a little bit. So we're not trying to get all the way over this whole base part. But as you see, we have a nice curve in there. So next, and I think that looks pretty flush to me. So we'll be done with that. Zoom this back out. Okay, the next step, I'm going to take my fork bending tool, and I'm just going to do the outside one. Just going to grab it. Let's see, this is where you can see it. And I'm going to take the outside tine, and I'm slowly going to work it around. And there we go, we have one of our legs, foot. This one here, I'm going to go this way, and I'm using the snail and the fork tines as leverage to kind of bring it back. I know a lot of people don't have really strong hands, so I try and use leverage anytime I get. Okay, so now we have two of the tines down. I'm going to take my pliers now, and I'm going to slide them in the foot and above these tines. So I have it pinched right there. So holding this, I'm going to make the eyes now. Slide this all the way on, and I'm just going all the way up with it till it hits, and then I'm going to bend it out slightly. Same way with this one, bend it right up, and then over. So without using these, that is torture on your hands. I probably did 30 snails before I did that. So now what we have is a little mostly done snail. I'm going to bring you over to my anvil. Let's see if I can bring it right over here. Okay, let's zoom you in there. Okay, so now we have a little wobbly snail. So it wants to wobble. What I'm going to do is take and pull this down. We want our pressure to be further back on the snail. We want our center of gravity further back. So to me that looks good, but we're wobbling. So we're going to take our flat pliers, and where that wobble is, I'm going to grab right there, and I'm just going to twist, just tweak it right down. Same thing with this one, just a little bit. Now we're not shaking so much, but we have some lopsidedness. So what I did here is I just pulled it a little bit. There we go. Now we got a nice stable snail. Next, I'm going to take my pliers. I'm going to grab one of the antenna / eyes, and I'm going to roll it backwards. And we're left with, there we go. I'm going to make sure that goes all the way around. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And if it doesn't go all the way around, I'll take and just lightly tap it. So now we have our nice eyes. The next thing I do is I take my flat pliers again. I grab the eye like that, and I'm just going to twist it right out to the side. So what you're left with is the eyes. There you go. And I like to take the eyes and push them back because they're going to help bring things back over for gravity. And somewhere I bent something, so we're not level again. Little tiny tweaks. Little. Okay, there we go. We have our snail napkin ring. So we'll put the napkin right in here. See where we're at. All right, I hope that helps you guys. And next time I'm making something else, I will make it for you. Thank you very much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And that's a big picture of my face. Yep, I already said like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you later.